Alright, hello, welcome. We are back with some more Genshin Impact. Now, earlier today we did actually do some Dark Souls, so I did mention that today that Tuesday was going to be a 2-stream day. We are basically coming up to the end of this. The Summertide Scales and Tails, the Appendix, all known within the term of the finale. But let's go on. 2 days later. Okay, guess we're starting off with time. There's another sub because I was bad at Dark Souls. Nah, people don't really watch me.
It's been a while since our last adventure. Oh, Paimon wonders how Mini Durin is getting along in Simbulanka. Let's go to the Forest of Blessings and take a look.
The Forest of Blessings. Oh, there's Jean and Kai up there.
Here's your 2 magic tonics.
Why, thank you, young lady. And might I add that you're looking quite lovely today. Jean, come on, take a seat and let's have a drink. I ordered one for you as well.
But is this really appropriate? I mean...
Still worried about Klee? Relax. Albedo's with her. She'll be fine.
Kaya and Master Jean! What are you two doing here?
Oh, look who it is. The Traveler and Paimon. You must be the pleasant surprise that Miss Alice told us about.
Oh, she went to you directly?
Greetings to you both. This is one place I didn't expect to run into you two.
The locals here have been talking non-stop about some brave heroes who saved the world. Let me guess. You two have been up to your old tricks.
Well, not just us. We only played a small part. You could say we were 2 members of the Heroes Adventure Team.
Still sounds mighty impressive to me. As ever, our honorary knight is making us proud wherever they roam.
I hear you talking about Alice and Klee.
That's right. We received a letter of invitation from Miss Alice, proposing that we take Klee for a vacation in Fairyland when work dies down.
I wasn't sure what she meant by Fairyland at first, but if my eyes are not deceiving me, she was being quite literal.
Oh, so by letter.
Klee ran off excitedly as soon as we arrived. I'm a little worried about her, but Albedo insisted he would look after her while we do our own thing.
We could hardly say no to such a considerate offer. So I took it upon myself to bring Jean to the nearest tavern we could find.
Any excuse for a drink, huh?
Well, we are on vacation. It's only fair that we get to indulge ourselves a little.
You're right. I should make an effort to relax and unwind. It's what Miss Alice would want, after all.
Oh, wait, Kaya? What exactly did you order from the bar?
The house special, of course. Best way to get a taste of the local culture.
Oh no.
Why are you making that face, Paimon?
Nothing. I was just perpetually amused by your lifestyle, that's all. Go on, drink up.
Something tells me I need to tread carefully here. Let's see, it's got a lovely color, but how about the taste?
Oh no.
I think maybe I'll pass. But it's Such a shame to waste it.
All right, Paimon. Well played.
Well, Paimon got burned too, if it's any consolation. It's nothing personal.
Oh, by the way, we weren't the only ones who got invited here. I saw Kale earlier. She didn't see me, though. She was making a beeline for that big tree.
The Kingdom of Breezes and Bells, you mean? Oh, this is turning into a huge reunion! Maybe we should go say hi to her!
All right. Well, give her my regards.
Thank you. Enjoy your time here, too.
So the magic tonic here is just writing ink? What a weird and wonderful world. Ah, Miss Citrus, do you happen to serve any beverages here that don't contain magic tonic?
Of course we do. What flavor would you like?
Sunsetia. Jean, you want in?
Sure, I'll have the same, please.
Sounds good. 2 Sunsetia drinks coming right up.
Alright, where am I going? Cool. So, up here. Oh, here's called. Oh, this house.
The structure of the tree houses here is nothing short of amazing! I have to write it down, so I can tell Master Tainari all about it later. Hey, Kale! You scared me. Traveler and Paimon? You got invited here too? Yep. Well, they sort of skipped the invitation part, but anyway, what you doing out here? Something caught your eye? Oh, yeah. I'm trying to observe and summarize the structures of the trees here, and also the animals that live here. Well, the residents, I guess? I still can't get over the fact that they're all someone's origami handiwork. Once a forest ranger, always a forest ranger, huh? Not sure you'll be able to apply much of what you learn here back home, though, with this being a magical world and everything. What? Over there, by the giant footprint. Have those houses always been there? Oh, those? The local flying squirrels told me that they were built by a small dragon and some guy wearing a hat.
Oh,
That must have been Minnie Durin and Hat Guy. Any idea where they went? Supposedly, after building the houses, they went to somewhere called, Constellation Metropole? Did I say that right? Yep, you got it. Oh, also, when the locals mentioned the dragon, did they seem at all, did they say how they felt about him at all? Now that you mention it, the atmosphere changed a little when they talked about him. Oh no. They mentioned some stuff along the lines of past misunderstandings and welcoming new members. I only just got here, so I know very little about what has happened in the past. They seemed genuinely grateful for the houses, though, and said they were going to plan a welcome party. Oh, thank goodness. Phew. Sounds like the forest has begun to accept him. It's a step in the right direction. Are you looking for that small dragon? Yeah, he's a new friend we made after we arrived here. No way! Really? I'm getting more and more interested in your story. No. I've got to save it for next time. For now, I've got to make the most out of my time in this wonderful world.
yeah. Originally, before he became Mini Durin, he was made out of Lego.
Oh, there's no rush. Just take it slow and enjoy yourself. Like Kaya. Oh, he sends his regards, by the way. Oh, Mr. Kaya is here too? Then I've got to go say hi to him. Well, right now he's at the tavern and he probably won't be leaving until he's drunk. Not that he'll ever reach that point because his alcohol tolerance is so high. Basically, it's Kaya. You know where to find him. You make a good point, Paimon. Then I'll focus on exploring for now and go catch up with him later. Shall we go pay a visit to the Metropole, Traveler? Maybe Minnie, Durin, and Hat Guy are still there. Oh, right. By the way, something pretty interesting has been happening in Sumeru recently. Master Tainari has been working really hard on it, so if you have time, definitely go and check it out. Sounds good. We'll find some time in our schedule.
Enjoy your field
Of
trip.
course. See you later.
Kale is cute.
The origami origami squirrels rely on wind currents to lift their agile bodies and easily move between the trees. This has created a truly unique ecosystem. Oh no! I'm running out of pages on my notebook.
Aww. Little notebook. Oh, Mona's up here. Hi.
What? Are my eyes deceiving me? There is no way. I can't believe it.
Hey, Mona! We heard you muttering from a long way away. What's up? Oh, is your scry glass acting up again?
Oh, it's you, the saviors of this world. My scry glass is fine, but I'm not sure I can say the same about my eyes.
No.
Look at this statue.
What about it?
What? Is it broken or something? Looks fine to Paimon. That's your master, right? AKA the goddess of prophecy?
Didn't she pass? No, wasn't she the one that passed away?
I refuse to believe it. There's no way that old hag looks anything like this. When she was younger. Oh, actually, now that you mention it, this does remind me of the fashionista phase she wrote about in her diary. She can't hear me, can she? I swear I just got chills down my spine.
I think she's passed, ain't she? Am I wrong?
Either way, it's probably a little rude to talk about her right under her statue. But how do you know it's a statue of her if you never saw her as a young woman?
I did a quick scry when I came into this world, and when I saw the star's reflections, I was at a loss for words. It looks like fate in Simulanka is based directly on Tevat. A projection of real-world fate to form an image of reality. Or in layman's terms, basically the creator made this world inside a mirror or a lake, and this world is the reflection.
Still sounds pretty impressive.
The more I scried, the more familiar everything looked. It's her work, there's no doubt about it. Even so, everything's far more complex than I'd imagined. Trying to decipher it all is giving me quite a headache.
I mean, it wasn't Alice. I mean, it wasn't her that made it. It was Alice that made it. But it was Alice that made it based on her, based on Mona's master's stories. So it is likely that Alice added her own little flair into it as she went, considering that she had to get permission of two others of the Hexen Circle to make this in the first place.
I also asked the locals about her. They call her she who has dominion over the stars and the course of fate itself. Not even a pretense of humility. Clearly, she let the role of creator goddess get to her head.
I think you forgot that Paimon said goddess of prophecy. Not goddess of creation. That's Alice.
Not that I'm surprised in the least, of course. It certainly matches the tone of her diary. Anyway, we should change the topic.
Oh, so Mona, have you seen a small dragon around by any chance? He's about the same size as Paimon, but with tiny little wings.
Ah, you mean the one that caused all that trouble? I haven't seen him for myself, but I heard that he came to the Metropole not long ago to formally apologize for his actions. Apparently, he brought a huge stash of Toitanium and plant oil to make amends. Most people accepted his apology, although there are some who said that they'll reserve judgment until they've seen how he acts in the future.
Okay, makes sense.
Oh, okay. Do you know where we can find him?
One moment.
Using an idle animation for it.
It looks like he's at the Broken Sea. There's a big group of people with him, too.
Oh, Mona, you never change.
Cool. Wanna come with us? We can introduce you?
I think I'll sit this one out. This might be the closest I ever get to meeting the old hag in her youth, so I think I'll spend some time seeing what else I can glean from her grand design. You guys have fun.
Don't worry, I was muted. I had a bit of a wind build up. Cause I've got my Pepsi.
Anytime.
We'll be off now. See you later, Mona.
I had a wind build up.
Creating a whole world starscape is no easy task. Old hag, I guess you do deserve the title of Trismegistus after all.
Oh.
Osvaldo Hafnabines! Dost thou see what I am seeing? Tell me that my all-perceiving Aug de Verurtelang deceiveth me not!
Do what now?
Your eyes see true, main Fräulein.
Very well. Then, as sovereign ruler of the Immenachreich, I extend to you both my greetings, O Night Dragon from the land of the Thousand Stars, and his hat-wearing servant.
Oh no! You did not just do him like that. Official, you did not just do him like that.
Who did you just call a servant?
Yikes. You did not have to do that to him.
What main Fräulein means to say is, hello, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you too. But Hat Guy's not my servant. He's my friend.
Now you're over-explaining.
Hat Guy, Minnie Durin! Found you at last. Whoa, and Fischl's with you too?
Oh, greetings, Outlander blessed by the Immenachreich. How honored you are to meet your prinzessin beneath the stars of another sky. Clearly a decision made by fate itself.
Mr. Honorary Knight, Paimon!
Oh, fucking hell, hi. What are you popping out of the ground for like a little mole?
Greetings. You both look well.
Hi to you too.
Hey there, Klee! Have you been having fun here?
Yup, loads and loads of fun.
There are so many cute animals, and a magic train that was really long, and a huge, huge castle, and a king lives there and everything.
I've been taking Klee to see all the sights. It's been a very enriching experience. Alice's magic is truly outstanding.
Yeah, Mom's amazing. Klee wants to build a great big house now, too.
So, your mom and my mom were friends?
Mm-hmm. Our moms were friends, which makes you my big brother. My mom used to read your mom's stories to me all the time. They were great.
Big brother? Wow. Thank you, Klee. Can I go play with Klee, Hat Guy?
Suit yourself.
Albedo, can I?
Go on. Just don't go too far away. I'll come pick you up later.
Yay! Come on, Minnie Durin. Do you want to come play with us too, Fischl?
Your prinzessin accepts your invitation. Rejoice! Though you may be concealed by fog, still you shall have the good
Fischl,
fortune
please.
to witness the true might of the Aug de Verurtelang.
Fischl, please, just the first bit would have been fine.
What main Fräulein means to say is, perhaps we can all play hide and seek together. Main Fräulein is it.
Hooray! I love hide and seek.
Oh, me too.
That'll be a very quick game,
To
depending on
return
where
to
they
our
go.
previous discussion, Mr. Hat Guy, you were telling me about a prophecy?
I heard B talking to M. What she said was...
Since you're so persistent, Let me tell you a secret. Our child will one day rise from the dead.
Ooh.
Is she saying that Dragon Spine Durin will come back to life?
I only heard it in a memory, so don't hold me to it.
Understood. My recent observations at Dragonspine lend credence to this prophecy as well. Durin's heart has slowly but surely been growing in vitality. The process is extremely slow, but the trend is clear.
What should we do?
To start with, plan for every potential scenario, including, of course, the worst-case scenario. I am well aware of Durin's past, and I sincerely hope that things never escalate to that point. Still, we need to be prepared for every possibility. If the prophecy is true, and Durin's heart will one day beat again, I'd like to hope that whatever rises from the dead is no evil dragon. If you understand what I mean.
Kind of? But not really.
And so, when the time comes, Mr. Hat Guy, will you and Simulanka's Durin be willing to lend us a hand in our hour of need?
Huh? What's this got to do with me?
You saved the Durin of this world. I don't see that as a mere coincidence. If there is any meaning to be read into the actions of the three goddesses, beyond fairy tale whimsy alone, I can only boldly speculate that the fate of this reflected world may have a reciprocal effect upon our own world. If Durin of Dragonspine will soon come back to life, we will need many Durin's help, as well as yours, given that your fates are now intertwined.
Well, that's a nuisance.
To be sure, it certainly won't be easy.
Albedo! There's a flying paper ship over there! Can we go see it together, please?
Sure. 2 seconds, I'll be right with you. Please give my suggestion some thought, Mr. Hat Guy.
Hat Guy, I'm back! Huh? What were you guys talking about?
Nothing.
Huh. Okay then. Let's go join the others. Everyone's going to check out the new origami ship.
All right. I'll be right there. Why would I be? Do I strike you as someone who cares about other people's issues? Quit trying to guess what I'm thinking. I'm leaving.
Yeah, you need to have a bit of a think of it. The hell?
Aww, what a lovely little boat!
The forest fairy helped us make it.
Paimon just realized there's a lot fewer people around the Broken Sea now. Guess most of them have made their way back to the Metropole.
Does this boat have a name? I can't see one anywhere.
Huh? A name?
Every boat has a name. At least, all the ones I've seen before.
They're usually symbolic names that represent something aspirational.
Let's go with the Durin.
Huh? You want to name it after me?
Oh, you mean to wish Mini Durin a safe voyage as he sails into a new chapter of his life beyond this world?
Your princessin approves. Let this vessel bear the name of the most esteemed dragon of the night.
I'm surprised. Oh, I'm surprised of all people. I'm surprised that Wanderer hasn't told her to shut up yet.
The Durin. Let's call it that then. Thank you, Hat Guy.
I'm not saying I don't. I'm not saying I don't like the way that Fischl speaks, because I'm used. Because one, I'm used to it, and two, it really makes her stand out, which I personally enjoy. But yeah, considering that Wanderer is new to Fischl's speech, I'm really surprised he ain't told her to shut up yet.
Also, can I ask you a favor?
Go on.
Remember how Mom's friend said I should be able to leave this world? Well, I want to pay a visit to your world. Just a quick trip, can we?
Huh?
Is that a no?
Paimon thinks that's a great idea. If the people of Simulanka are allowed to go to Teyvat, then what's the problem with taking Mini Durin there for a visit?
I'm assuming I'll have to be your bodyguard while we're there.
I can protect myself. And I'll do what you say. I won't fly off on my own, I promise. Please, can I go?
It'll be up to you to stick close. If you disappear on me, don't expect me to come looking.
Got it! I'll stick close!
He'll probably end up being like a lizard or something.
Why don't you take the Durin? Now you've given it a name, it'll be a maiden voyage for the boat, and a brand new journey for you.
Are you leaving, Mini Durin? Okay. Well, make sure you come visit me in Mondstadt so we can play together again. Klee will draw you a map to show you the way.
Though our time together has been as fleeting as a ray of light in the depths of the long night, the Appendix will welcome you with the grandest of music ceremonies on the occasion of our next reunion. As surely as the stars in the sky watch over us, we shall meet again.
What Main Fräulein means is that you're always welcome to visit her at home as well.
Cool! I have so many new friends now! I'm so happy!
Are you done yet? If you want to leave, then get over here.
Very straight, I'd say.
Thank you, everyone! Thank you so much! The blessings you gave me are more precious than any treasure, and more beautiful than any fairy tale! Next time, it will be my turn to make your wishes come true!
Oh, that's it? That's that? But it's a Meru. Okay. Might as well have it be linked, right? That's what, a 28? Yeah. I thought it'd been a little bit longer. At least a little bit. Oh. Didn't College say Sumeru City has been pretty lively lately? Aren't you even a little curious? Yeah, sounds fun to me. Right? Paimon agrees. Then let's go see what's going on. For our first stop, maybe we start at Academia. That's where all the info is, after all. Farazan? As far as I'm over there, do you think... Oh, we should ask. Oh, I don't think she's very happy. Even just glancing at the borrowing records gives me flashbacks to how awful that book was. How irritating. What are you doing talking to yourself over there? I am Madam Farazan after all. It's not a place for me to mull things over out loud. Wouldn't you say? But in this case... never mind, forget about it. Why the two of you suddenly decided to drop by? Read something about a party and don't want to miss out. Chloe said that Sumeru is the place to be now. Apparently tons of interesting things are happening. So I thought we'd ask around. What can't I find interesting? Tonaro's tail getting so fluffed up like a ball of tumbleweed. Or Sano climbing a tree and getting his hood caught on a branch. Really missed all that. Nobody thought to tell. Yeah. Nobody wanted, really? No, but like, I'd see that, I'd watch that. I find it pretty interesting. Now that you mention it, it must be what I think it is. Recently, rumors have been going around about a certain book. That's a classic horror story opening. Forbidden Tome? As far as I'm concerned, it might as well be. Tell me, have you read one of those really badly written detective novels? Tell me exactly how bad it was. Leave this to Paimon. For example, the type where you start off thinking is a locked room murder mystery, but it actually turns out to be a whole building that was just moved. Is this leading to somewhere? That's right, or it's supposed to be based on pure reasoning and logical deduction, but it turns out the culprit was has some kind of superpower. Or it starts out super serious, but in the second half it just reveals that everyone has lost their memories out of the blue. Or it's set in a mountain village in the middle of a snowstorm, and the police officer who's being portrayed as a serious figure throughout the whole story suddenly turns out to be the murderer, without even the slightest hint of foreshadowing. You'll offend half the crime novelists and tip bad if you keep going. My apologies. I was going to get carried away. Wait there for a moment. Anyway, to cut a long story short, I did borrow a book that a few days passed. So he borrowed a badly written book. No, that's not. Oh no, that's the problem. Blizzard swept mountain villages, superpowers, police officers who turned out to be criminals. This book had it all, and more. Reading it was tantamount to torture. Despite how complicated it wasn't engaging in the slightest. There are all sorts of rumors circulating about this book. Because of the strange marks drawn all over the pages, people are saying that it must be concealing secrets. Would be interesting, to say the least. Have you borrowed it too? Yes, I have, as well as... No, I'm a scholar. There's no secrets. I normally just kind of skip these ones, on average. I'll just kind of let the game do its thing. But I'm streaming, so I kind of need to. Some speculate these marks have been left by different scholars over the eras, each researching the book's secrets after searching for a name they believed in. I'm sick on fan on. Others believe that they are kind of a notation made by different people belonging to the same organization, and the names circled as their code names. This is just sounding more convoluted by the moment. I was so angry that I returned the book immediately, and when I came to the house of Dana today, I found lots of people skulking around. I was sort of still looking for that thing. I wonder why you turned out like that. I'm guessing you won't be borrowing any more detective novels anytime soon. Indeed. Surely, the two of you must understand how I feel. Yeah, I do. Reasoning knows not time of day, but suspense always follows the blizzard. You sure it's a detective novel? Sounds more like a light novel. Tell me about it. Anyway, reading at your own risk is truly unbearably boring. So was I given a new thingamabob? No, I don't see none there. Oh wait, can I stick these on my tea? Oh, I can stick them on the teapot. It's the teapot section. I'm dumb, don't worry. I have to look in the stream. Feel like I'm missing something. That's a case of where I've started it, I might as well finish it. So many books, oh, with long titles here, I don't know if I'm gonna have a look. Working hard and vacationing harder. The heck? An atlas of rare rainforest dwelling species. The art of the construction of coffee machines. The fuck are these? Secrets of the elemental sciences. The book jacket even says, expert approved. The former sage Cyrus praises this as an excellent entry-level book. And this one, a compilation of summary and common basic grammar rules for rare languages of ancient desert people. These are long. Is that Layla? Give me something. It's been so long. I'm still a bit tired. Didn't sleep well last night. I was reading a novel, so I stayed up late. Wasn't that detective novel everyone's been talking about, was it? One with a super long name? Huh? No. If you're talking about Reasoning knows not time of day, but suspense always follows Blizzard. Oh right, yes. No, it wasn't that one. Man Frozen told me it was really dull, so I didn't borrow it. Oh, so you're not interested in the book Secrets? I haven't been able to keep up with my own work, even though I'm late up at night these days. But way more people have been interested in the book than I ever imagined. 7 or 8 in a single morning. I feel like a living signboard sitting here like this. Garvey asked me the same question, so he must be looking for it too. He wasn't hiding behind a ladder before, looking for something. He looked really embarrassed. Searching for something hiding behind a ladder. He must be after Mora. That's gotta be it, so he can hurry and pay off his debt to... Wait, no. Let's just pretend Palmer didn't say anything. No, you don't. You're really sleepy, right? You must be dreaming this conversation. I didn't really get it anyway, but if you say so, it's a dream. Oh, Paimon, please. Okay, see you next time. Not falls asleep so quickly. Good for her. Paimon thinks we should ask Paimon now. If he's searching for the book, he must know something. But where is he now? Good question. But we could try hanging around where he might show up. There's a good chance he's there right now, right? Where in particular? You ever think we should have we seem like a pair of thieves, hiding here to ambush Carve? Almost feels like we're here to extort him or something. Palmer's not sure why that is though. We just want to ask him a couple questions, that's all. Don't make it sound like we're the baddies. When have you ever been bothered by your conscience? Hello, welcome to whoever showed up. The appendix bit is already done. So if you're here for the appendix, it's been done. This is I'm basically doing an extra quest that showed up after that story. What are you doing here? Good question. Surprising indeed. I was under the impression that you knew I lived here. What can I do for you? Nothing. Never mind. Oh. Goodbye then. He just left. Doesn't he have work to do or something? Heading towards the door. What are you two doing here? Good question. Surprising indeed. Paimon was under the impression that you'd know the only reason we'd be here, as if we were looking for you. Did she really just take that from our Hatham? Okay. You don't sound like yourself. Looking for a certain book by any chance? Wait, what? Here's the deal. I'm gonna tell you everything. How's it you guys know everything? And there I was, thinking I'd be super discreet this whole time. No one should have noticed. Come on, get real. You really think no one knows you live here? Hey, that's not fair. Of course nobody knows. Except for Sino, Tonari, Kale, and the two of you. Right? Friends are friends, so if they know, well, they know. If a stranger overheard us, it'll be a disaster. It might even impact my career. Anyway, about that book. You believe it contains intel about hidden treasure, don't you? We're gonna get rich quick, are we? Yeah. Are you offering to help find it? Shocked, why didn't you say so earlier? So there really is treasure. How about this? We help you find it and we split it 50-50. It's a deal. After all we've been through, it's finally our turn to get rich. No need to keep yapping. Hidden treasure, then Paimon probes homing in. The Paimon probes homing in on you. Paimon, the fuck is that face? That is a very mischievous face right there. Paimon. Yeah. Is that Dea? Oh, hello. Did you just merge? Did you merge my name with and? Alufand. That's what my name is now. Alufand. Cheers, Dea. Must be a lucky day running into you like this. Mercenaries are pretty tuned into the grapevine. Have you ever heard about the book called Reasoning Knows Not Time of Day, but Suspense Always Follows with a Blizzard? You guys are looking for it too? By two, you don't mean you're looking for it too? Darn. So does that mean we're finally going to have to square up against Dea? Wait a minute. Would you mind telling me exactly why you're looking for it? Yeah. If it really does turn out to be something important, I'll be sure to let you know if I hear anything. Whoa, really? From your reaction before, Palmer thought you were after it too. Don't worry, a client had asked me to get her the book, but her attitude seemed off somehow, so I didn't take the commission. She's a smart cookie though, and it was like she was hiding something, so I thought she had an ulterior motive. Besides, I have other things to look into right now. Compared to some commission, it's more important that you uncover the truth behind that book. Anyway, no time to lose. I've got to get going. Alright then, good luck. And don't forget to tell us if you hear anything. How are you so fast? Flying is faster than running? Sorry, it's a traveler thing. Haven't been through so much, I run fast. Yeah, true. It's like this. Don't get your hopes up. That book isn't some kind of treasure map. It's just an unbelievably, unremarkably, surpassingly ordinary detective novel. Huh? But didn't you say there was treasure? If most people backtrack like that, no, Paimon just think they changed their mind and wanted to keep all the more for themselves. That's not something you do. No, that's... I'm sorry, I just couldn't bring myself to tell you earlier, so I played along with what you were saying. Here's what happened. I borrowed the book a month ago. When I opened it to the first page, I discovered one of the names was printed incorrectly. That night, I'd been drinking, just a little, and I started to feel drowsy. So I picked up a pen and circled the name. Oh, so here's the reason. As I'm sure you know, the House of Day allows borrowers to annotate the books they take out. I'm in the habit of doing that too, so at the time, I didn't give it a second thought. But after I was a dozen or so pages in, I realized the names of all the characters in the book had intentionally been written slightly wrong. Maybe it would be more accurate to say that the novel itself was quite strange. All the characters' names were based on real historical figures, but rather than using their original names, they had been tweaked ever so slightly. Most people would assume that the author had made a mistake, or that there had been a printing error when they saw spelling mistakes like that. I didn't find the content particularly appealing, so I returned it before I finished reading it. But later on, I heard the book had suddenly become a talk of the town, and that there were rumors about mysterious treasure or something. And you thought it had something to do with you? Certainly does sound like it. Yeah, and I also heard that now all the names in the book have been circled, not just one. I just haven't been able to figure out what in Tibet must have happened after I returned it. Did you tell anyone else that you borrowed it? Let me think. Tainari? Last time we met, I also told him how poorly parts of the book were written. He said I'd make it sound pretty funny. So much so, in fact, that he suddenly wanted to take a look himself. Made it sound like it was so bad it's good. In that case, let's go find Tainari. That's fine with me, but I still have some work to finish up. It's pretty urgent. How about I head back first and we meet up again later once I'm done? No problem. Hope your work goes well. Me too. I'll see you later then. This could be the thing from that Collie spoke of earlier. Because Collie said that Tainari was looking into something. I do apologise if you guys get tired of my voice. Wouldn't surprise me. But hey, the same voice, so what more can I do? Hello? Tainari! I heard you. Oh yeah, he's got really good hearing. Why do you need to shout? How's it going, Traveler and Paimon? You guys sure look excited. And I'm gonna tell him the exact same shit. Even just saying it out loud makes you feel tired. Yeah, true, I wouldn't blame you. Yeah, I did go to the House of Dana to borrow it. Carver said it wasn't worth reading, but I was curious, so I went to read it anyway. The problem was, there were already two names circled in the book I borrowed, and the style each circle was different. It was like some kind of game. Someone had drawn a red circle around the name of the first character that appeared, and someone else had drawn a green circle around another name. During the time between Carvey returning the book and you taking it back, someone else had already annotated it. That's right. Palm was sure that the first circle was drawn by Carvey. Yeah, no surprise there. If you stop and think about it for a second, guessing the identity of the second annotator should be trivial. If there are two people living in a house, one of them drew the first circle, then it's highly likely the other person left a mark too. Good point. Sometimes those two really are too much. In the end, it is as I suspected from the beginning. The first character whose name had been circled on the first page turned out to be the murderer. Surely that's just a blatant spoiler. Like a joke when someone opens a novel and BAM! There's a note in the margin that spoils everything right from the jump. What kind of joke would be so cruel? That was one of Cyrus's, and it wasn't just a joke. He said he actually pulled a stunt like that when he was younger. Damn. He wasn't lucky enough to borrow the book after he scribbled it all over. My master, Nafis, and Professor Zaha Hadi. Keep in mind it's been a while since just keep in mind it's been a while, please guys. We had a seminar with him that very afternoon. Cyrus said that Master once threatened to give him a good beating by the side entrance of the House of Dana. It was only thanks to my mother and Professor Zaha Hadi intervening that it didn't happen. Paimon don't sympathize with Cyrus at all, not one bit. The House of Dana never stopped people from annotating books, but this seemed like a special case. I didn't think the book could be allowed to be to keep circulating like that. So I circled several names myself, laying a false trail. The best place to hide a leaf is in the forest. It's a simple principle. Well, if you put it like that, but still, how many names did you circle? Let me think. Not too many, maybe 3 or 4. I chose them all randomly. And who circled the other names in the book? Must have been others who borrowed it and did something similar. I'm just not so sure why. We just thought borrowing books could be so complicated. Treasure Street. And we're off to find some clues. Or at least some other clues, I guess. Look, it's there. Let's tell her what the real story is. Candace is here too. So I need to reflect a little on what I did. What happened? To meet here today is surely due to guidance of the gods. Greetings. Candace, is this a personal trip? Today's trip to the city is to buy provisions for the people of Aru village, as well as help Miss Sataria deliver a message to the sages of the academia while I'm here. On the way, I happened to see Dia sitting in a cafe looking down, so I came over to chat with her. Don't worry, it's nothing serious. It's just that I suddenly remembered a few details about that book after talking with you. Before the client had even contacted me, I heard rumors of an exciting novel full of undiscovered secrets. Out of curiosity, I asked Sana to take it out for me. As a desert dweller and a mercenary to boot, the idea of solving a mysterious treasure map is pretty exciting. Yeah, I can understand. We inherited our custom of searching for the gold and wisdom in the sands from the gods themselves. But that book turned out to be dry as dust. A bunch of names had been circled, but I couldn't figure out what the puzzle was supposed to be, despite reading the whole thing through carefully from start to finish. In the end, I started to think of some kind of ritual or a game or something. So I picked up a pen and drew a circle on my own. So The story was dry as dust, and there are a bunch of circles in it already, so I'm going to draw my own. Later on, Miss Dingens had asked her parents to find a way to borrow it for her. She said the mysterious markings fascinated her, even though she couldn't get into the book itself. If they were just regular annotations, it wouldn't be anything out of the ordinary. These strange circles. I can't help but want to try and figure out what that might mean. That's true. So, Dea, what you're reflecting on is having accidentally interfered with other people's reading experiences. Is that correct? Mm-hmm. Wait, hold on a second. Why did you tell Candace? She's a warrior, you know? Sometimes she has to interrogate criminals or other things like that too. Everyone recognizes that her job is sacred. So when we need to think over what we've gone wrong, we'll talk to her about it. Please, don't be too surprised. To me, listening to other people's mistakes is just another way of protecting them. By speaking of your own mistakes and hearing sincere advice in return, improvement will come over time. That's the way we do things. All she did was draw a circle. It's not like she was deliberately trying to mess with anyone. Besides, everyone agrees that the book itself is just bad. Don't worry about it. That's true. I was just telling Candace how bizarre it is. But be that as it may, it doesn't change the fact that it isn't right to mess with someone else's enjoyment of a book. That's the bottom line. Anyway, dear, once I've sorted my glasses, sorry. Please have faith in the gods, forgive your transgression. Besides, you told me about a part of the story where one of the suspects in the case ended up crawling out of the village on his hands and knees, and his name was Alakmal? That's right. The detective in the book argued that he must have leapt across the broken bridge like a frog. Of course, you find out later on his conjecture was totally off base. Why's that? Because it turns out that Alakmal has a superpower, so he could float right across the broken bridge. What the heck is the book even about? It sounds completely ludicrous. Alakmal. It's simply too reminiscent of a good name of King Deshret, don't you think? Though, considering how transgressive this book sounds, I don't think it's worth overthinking it. Alright. You know, I can't help but wonder what our friends at the Temple of Silence would say if they somehow got their hands on this book. I'm sure those sages would be able to unpack interesting ideas from the text we ordinary people could scarce dream of. It's normal for there to be bridges outside blizzard-swept mountain villages, and normal for them to be broken. But for the person to cross one by floating through the air, how is it just such a lame plot device? It sounds like something out of a comic strip. As far as someone's coming from, if you'd gotten all excited about reading a detective novel and not reading tripe like that instead, better not even think about it. Not sure. I returned it after I was done reading it. Back then, there weren't as many markings inside as the rumors say they are. Oh god. Alright, the detective department is still on the case. Back to the house of Dana. Okay. Alright. Finally back. Hello, has reasoning knows not time of day, but suspense always follows a blizzard being returned yet? There are 2 copies of this book. One's been marked up, and the other hasn't. I'm guessing you're looking for the one that has with the marks. Oh, you saw right through us. Many others have asked for it too. I apologize, though it seems it hasn't been returned yet. Please come back again later. Can you really tell us who borrowed it? As long as it isn't overdue, we'll wait patiently for it to be returned. Disclosing borrower's identity without proper reason for doing so would be violating the principle of ethics. You have to forgive me for keeping that information confidential. Got a point. It would be terrible if someone looking to steal a book started harassing whoever had borrowed it. You should look as confused as a couple of Aranara who just run into each other head first. Are you looking for something? I can help. Oh. Hello. Have you heard of the book called Reasoning No? I can't be bothered to read that fucking name. Jesus Christ. Such a long name. But yes, I know the one you mean. I heard that everyone was looking for it, and it sounded fascinating, so I found a brand new copy to read myself. By brand new, do you mean it wasn't the copy with all the markings in it? Yes, that's right. I was more interested in the content of the book itself than all those rumors about hidden treasure, so an unmarked copy was all I needed. Speaking of which, it's funny. There's more than one copy of this book, but everyone's looking for the one where all the names have been circled. Are you all afraid of spoilers? Or do you actually crave them? I don't think they're interested in the book. I think it's because of the rumors that the book's popular. Do you know who has the copy with the markings right now? I just so happen to have seen it in the hands of one of your friends. If you're looking for the copy that sparked all the rumors, you should look around near the palace of Alcazar. Why are you telling us that, Nahida? Okay. Off to Alcazar, the place that can't be built. I think he built it. I mean, no, no, he's an architect, not construction. But he made the design of a building, but not the actual building. People are gonna get. People are just not gonna join my voice anymore, are they?
Speak with the butler if there's
Oh, of course, Dory. Oh, of course, it's Dory. Dory, Sano, and Sethos? Darn you, General Mahamatra. Entrapment isn't gonna work. You can't do that. Hey, what do you mean by entrapment? You were the one who said you had the book. I said I wanted to read it. Then you agreed to meet me here. Sano showing up was just a coincidence. Pure coincidence. You don't play games with me. I know who you are. You're that new kid Sethos, right? I know you're a friend of Sano's. Huh. So you do know who I am. I saw how Sano was chasing you around, trying to get you to play cards, and how you found an excuse to run off after a couple of rounds right after. That left quite an impression. You didn't have to mention that. No, I think Dory's right about that. You always look for a way out when it comes to playing Invocation. It's becoming quite a problem. Traveler and Palmer, you've been standing there for quite a while. Oh, if it isn't more don't get spooked. Fucking hell. What brings the two of you to the palace of Alcazar? Might it be that you've come to do business with me, the Lord Sangami Bay? Of course. Please, give me a moment to conclude our business here. I'll be with you straight away. Anyway, General Mahamatra, I'm sure you are well aware, the means by which I had someone borrow this book from the House of Dana are both completely legal and perfectly reasonable. Seeing as it isn't yet the time to return it, you have no right to forcibly seize a book I borrowed. That would only be the case had you not engaged in any irregular activities. Yet just now, our buyer, Sethos, came to the palace of Alcazazre on the basis of a mysterious message to meet Estella, hoping in vain to purchase a detective novel. What do you mean, buyer? He's one of your people. You sent him to deliberately try to buy it and entrap me. That does not sound like something Sana would do. That doesn't sound like something Sana would do. If anything, they may be allies, but they don't really interact with each other all the time, at least to my knowledge. That is not something I can acknowledge. What I can tell you is that I've had my eyes on this book for some time. Remember, it is forbidden to transfer or sell books from the House of Dana without explicit approval from the relevant authorities. I'm not selling anything, just to be clear. I'm just making the most out of the opportunity. If someone pays me a little for something on the side, I'll lend them this mysterious little novel to browse for a bit. If you don't believe me, just ask any of my curious readers. Yes, that's right, your readers. Anyway, I was just showing him the book. Is that so? And here I was, thinking you're really going through with an illegal transaction like this, Sethos. Huh? Wait, what? You two really aren't together? I was just really curious about this book. I finally managed to track it down, but Sino... It's true that Dory... never actually said she wanted to sell the book. So she isn't the mastermind who started all this? The mastermind? So by your own account, it looks like you might have jumped a gun a bit, General Mahamacha. I'm not handing the book over. You may think you played an A story, but you opened the book just now. I saw the truth revealed before me. The book's return date is today. That Sano's sure got sharp eyes. While you're saying it directly to him. That's right. I do have good vision. You're less than half an hour before the book is overdue. Give it to me, and I'll return it. How could I just hand it over to you like that? This is a mysterious, super awesome, mega amazing paragon of illogical detective novels that is practically a treasure. I'm gonna make a fortune off of it. Should you really be admitting that out loud? I didn't say I was going to sell it. It's not like I was being serious. Now how about this, Dory, Sona? Why don't you two play a little game with a book as the stakes? That's one way of solving it. How about it? Do you dare accept the challenge? If you win, I'll turn a blind eye to the book for the time being. If you lose, you have to hand it over. Sounds interesting. Well, I'm in. What's the contest? Invocation. Are both of you confident in your powers of mental recall? Oh god. My memory is not bad. Yes. just straight yes. And you both read the contents of this book, correct? That's right. Huh? You've actually read it? Needless to say, so have I. In that case, I'll just open the book and flip through a few pages. And you tell me how many names have been circled. Best out of 3 wins. Sound good? That's nuts. What? Chickening out? No, it's game on. Let's go. Good. In that case, the first page. 6. Was correct. Next, the second page. I think it was 4? I'd say 4. Both of you are right again. 2 draws. So all hangs on the next question. Listen up. Oh. Page 61. I don't quite remember. The 7? The answer was 5. Absolutely correct. The answer was 5. Sana, is your memory really that good? I'm not buying it. How'd you do that? It's not actually because I have good memory, but because the circling of the names left a deep impression on me. After I borrowed it, I noticed the names of the first few pages had been selectively circled by different people. Each person's penmanship was different. Moreover, I recognized 3 of the circles had been drawn by Tighnari. A few others use the same color of ink as he does, so it's instantly recognizable. You even know that? Yeah, I learned of that habit of his long ago. At that time, I had just been promoted to General Mahamatra, and would go to a secret base when I wanted to get through all the trivial tasks in my in-tray at once with minimal disturbances. I would often find Tighnari hidden away on a tree somewhere doing his homework. Noticing the writing implements he favored wasn't exactly detective work. In all these years, he's never once changed the ink he used. Back to the book. Anyone who's read it knows that the first name circled is the real murderer. Perhaps Tighnari did not want the plot to be spoiled for anyone else, so he circled other names. Annotating or marking a book is not in itself a violation of book-borrowing regulations. But why are all these other marks there? Is there some conspiracy behind them? What do they have to do with Tighnari? I want to get to the bottom of this. Maybe it's just the sake of my friend, and to uncover the secret. He must become part of the conspiracy. So I circled all the other names that were left in the book. He circled every single other fucking name that was in the book. To think you'd do such a thing. There's no treasure at all. It was just you guys all along. That's right. Should you wish to hide a grain of sand, bury it in the desert. And in that grain of sand, I can catch a glimpse of the truth. And so you were drawn to it, making your plans, yet in a twist of fate, were discovered by me. No matter how vast the world is, you cannot run from the long arm of the law. You're making a meal out of this, aren't you? You really, really have way too much time on your hands. Okay, I give up. You win. That's enough for the day. It's time for the Lord Sangama Bay to return to her room for some repose. Farewell, all. So, do you intend to take this book back to the Temple of Silence? I thought there was a treasure hidden inside, so I thought it might have something to do with the temple. Never thought there was a real story behind it. But when you agreed to compete, I already surmised you were familiar with this book. That's why I chose that particular format. Brilliant move. What's with that look? You were just thinking there'd be more twists and turns in the story behind the book than the actual story itself. As long as you got it back, I'll leave uncovering the rest of the secrets to you, and take my leave for now. See you later. Oh, I'm taking the book now. Wildly imaginative. Let's put it lightly. How unexpected, but still, it does make sense. It is far better than the existence of an actual conspiracy. In that case, I still have other plans. Last time I was in Caravan Rebar, I promised I'd meet Dea and Candace for drinks. Could I trouble you to return the book for me? Sure. To the House of Dana. For the 3rd time now. Just gonna face plant into the door. We're finally back. Now let's return this book. Really found the book? Amazing. I've been waiting here for it to be returned. so I could see it as soon as possible. How is that even possible? I circled the actual murderer? Barman's pretty surprised by this whole thing too. Let's just take care of the book problem first. This book, it's probably all my fault for using permanent ink to mark a page. Since that caused a whole mess of other things to happen, now it's all marked up like this, and there's even a risk of those pens spoiling the story. So I'd like to buy it. The whole issue should be avoidable if the Academia uses the money to buy a new copy. Would you please consider my proposal? Your idea has merit and is indeed a good way to resolve the situation. I'll confirm the book's price now, and then you can pay over there. That's great. Thank you so much. Pays the full amount. Soften carefully wraps up. What a blunder. Regardless, thank you so much for your help. It was nothing. We were just kind of along for the ride. Still, Carve, it'd be better if you used something more erasable to make notes in the future. I understand. I never let myself subconsciously correct trespassing errors ever again. I mean, I'll never again borrow a book with such a long name. At least for a while. That too. Hey, some here. I was looking everywhere for you. What is it? Guess what I've got in this little bag here? If I had to guess, a young man's tears of regret. Doing them like that? And what would you know? I asked that book. You actually bothered to memorize a ridiculous and boring name like that? That's because when I was filling out the paperwork to buy it back from the Academia's office, I had to write it over and over. Then it looks like this book has a new owner. Only because I subconsciously marked up the book in book with ink. Do you know that Tighnari, Dia, and Sino all circled names in the book? And it all started because the name I circled was a real killer. To be perfectly honest, the moment I saw the book, the murderer's name circled, I knew this would happen. Wait a second. How come you've read the book too? I had the pleasure of reading it at the house of Dana. The logic is a mess. It's just poorly written. And you left the book out in the study. So you knew I circled the killer? And did you circle any names in the book? What do you think? So you did? The second one is mine. Why? Best way to avoid spoilers is to add a red herring. Now why just one? Tighnari circled 3. I already significantly reduced the probability of the murderer's identity from being spoiled for the next reader. And that's more than enough. There's no need to worry about things that are beyond saving. Last I remember, fucking Sino circled every other person that was mentioned. And and just why isn't it necessary? Using permanent ink to circle a name on the first page. That's obviously beyond saving. What kind of logic is that? I bet you just drew your circle for fun. If I must say so, it's because circling of the names is far more interesting than the book itself. Okay, yeah, with how convoluted it is, yeah, I see it. Fair point. In the end, I only have myself to blame for using up all my pencils. I'm gonna go buy some more. Congratulations, this one-of-a-kind, out-of-print book, personally penned by the hand of so many, is now yours. Do you think I look happy about it? I don't even want it. If it was Paimon, she wouldn't want it either. That's a no from me too. Well, make your cake and eat it too, I guess. So that's going to be the end of the stream. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, leave a like. Please do subscribe and share me around. All three will do me fine within the near and further future. So, the event in terms of story is now done. And close enough. Close enough. Anything anything story-wise is done. The appendix was only half an hour, so if you only wanted to stay for that, then I apologize. I thought I'd just kind of add something in that was included at the end of the story to make it longer, I guess. I don't know. I just don't. I guess I just don't want it to seem as pointless. But we got the appendix or the finale. We got an extra story. Wasn't voiced, so I had to do it myself. But yeah, is what it is, I guess. So if you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, and share me around. All three will do me fun within the near and further future. I am going to try and focus a bit more on making videos over streams. It's something I've got. It's something I'm going to have to focus towards if I'm going to try and get further and do more. So now that it's said here, I kind of need to do it. Focus more on videos. Anywho, so yeah, like, subscribe, share me around. I'm going to ramble and just say random shit if I carry on. So with all that said and done, if you're cold, stay frosty. If you're hot, keep it that way. Until next time, peace out. Thank you very much, guys. Event story is done, and away we go. Thank you. Have a good